aside, does that theory really hold true when it comes to those PSU banks as well, that maybe now the party's over?
No, PSU banks might have a little bit more of a story because the numbers are there, and it was that whether the PE should be 6 or 5 or 4. So there is something basic there. And I, by the way, separately think I am very bullish on the budget. So let me give you my logic. And part of that is the PSU angle. So first is that the Prime Minister has said that we want a, what is it, transformational budget or something like that. He has said it openly, quoted directly. Second, they said in this budget that next year's fiscal deficit will be reduced. I mean, they at least target, or I don't know whether it's a commitment, by 1%, nearly 1%. Now, for both these things to be consistent, you can't reduce 1% fiscal deficit and still make the investment. So let's say if I have to reduce 1% fiscal deficit or point X percent, and that means $25-30 billion you have to save on your spending, either from subsidies, which can't be the case, or on your capital capex. And if you do that, there cannot be any transformational budget. Therefore, the only way it works is that you take one or two PSUs or two or three PSUs. I don't know whether you formally announce their names or not, but you just sell them off completely. This government in the current term, not even in some previous term, tried to privatize BPCL, and then there were talks about Concor. So you take any of these two, three, and you sort of completely sell them off or whatever percent. And then the rest of the PSUs get even more re-rated, and then you sell some of those. Then that money you can use in bigger investment or whatever and still achieve some part of the current account of the fiscal deficit reduction. Otherwise, it's not consistent. All these lines are independent. You cannot reconcile them, according to me, any other way than to do this. Therefore, for now, my theory is that all these issues on whether we are bullish on the market, whether we are bullish on PSUs, we shall decide the day of the budget or after the budget. Not now, because right now I'm going in bullish till that day. Now, there's one issue which can blow this all up and bring back 2018, which is if you try to play with the capital gains tax on equities, that it should be 2-year holding, all these things you want to do, please do it next year. Don't do it in the middle of the first budget, which blows away all the good things and the transformation that the government wants to bring in next time. So please do that later. Otherwise, it'll all get dominated by the fact that the tax has been cut. And in 2018, one big reason was for the market to fall as much and for the small caps to fall 50, whatever, 60, 40, whatever percent they fell, is by changing the capital gains tax. So other than that one angle, I think it'll be a good budget, and I hope that is not brought into the first budget and blowing away all the good things that
Samir,
we'll
why
be.
would you even put that thought out there in the
No, no,
universe?
that thought
Are
is
you
there according to me.
anticipating something like
No,
that?
no, no, no. That is the only angle which is been there, and I want to. We have to say, please don't do that. Do it next year. They have do it whichever, but don't do it now and spoil the good mood that we are planning to have.